Blaised.
Nice dreaming that I'm leaving.
City of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
The gateway to the east.
Steel City, turn to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
We're killing cops, burners, bus.
Pittsburgh.
Empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's nice dreaming that I'm leaving.
City of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
Pittsburgh.
Empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. It's another hazy summer for real. Sarah didn't do much for me. Startle statue, just a grim reminder. Glory days are gone. The haze is stronger than the sun. I got a gun for home invaders. Johnny Gamage, murder cops not guilty. Front pages, it's nothing surprising in this pit. Pressure cooker, crazy from the heat. The haunted home is big to eat. I take the street on a mission to reach my destinations. Living, worried about Gertie, about the overcrowded prison. From my mouth is wisdom. What awaits for the city's victim? Once your time served, far too many dying is burned. We had Startle Clementi, Caligari, and Webby, many fallen heroes. I think it's something in the water. Once the Allegheny boils, the city's in turmoil. Middle Eastern's burning oil over soil in the desert. Yo, this shit's enough to make you lose it if you let it. Yo, I love it even though I wanna leave it. is pathetic.
The gateway to the
A
east.
steel city turned to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
Where killer cops burn his bus.
Pittsburgh.
Empty meals, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's nights dreaming that I'm leaving.
City of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
Pittsburgh.
Empty meals, tension builds, stress kills. It's another hazy summer for real.
Sometimes it's so hard just dealing without the blocks, revealing without these blocks. Never could understand killing you. I'm so gone, killing me, man. Torture plus my man's up for dime to the bit. Bleeding this war, we broke bread, feds held it over your head. It sickens me, though I'll never forget. Day one, cook, I stirred it since then. Never washing my hands, expand from Iron City's east sides to GUN. East Hills, they had that shit, I called it Blue Bonnet. Back when crack ruled, now it's stamp bags and high schools realize genocide. Friendly fire mercs through your lung passages and insides drastic. They first thought it's deep pen/gate. 2 felonies, 1 case. Got priors, you know they gon' hate. Iron City be the place. We connected to point. Tell your man he better come with gateway to the
A
east.
steel city turned to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
Where killer cops burn his bus.
Pittsburgh.
Empty meals, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's nights dreaming that I'm leaving.
City of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a
The
chance.
gateway to the
A
east.
steel city turned to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
Where killer cops burn his bus.
Pittsburgh.
Empty meals, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's nights dreaming that I'm leaving.
City of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
Pittsburgh.
Empty meals, tension builds, stress kills. It's another hazy summer for real.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. You're tuning to Blaised Radio. That was a little Steel City Summer. That is Soma for your Doma. Glad to have everybody on here tonight. Good to see you. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. All right, let's get down to business. We're going to get right to the information first. We're going to have a little conversation, which we'll talk about. Basically, there we go. Now Kelly's in the building. Missy Harris is here. A lot of people back to being back on Earth. We'll get to that story here momentarily as well. But let's rewind. But we can't forget our sponsors, right? Hey, we did this last time. We might as well get back, Jack, and do it again. But I'm glad to have everybody here. I got some fun stuff planned as always. We have a very unique mega card today that we're going to go over. We're going to talk about Stable War. We're going to talk about the Apocalypse. We're going to bring it all together for those who might not know. We're going to talk conversation. So Triple Beat Odds, they have a great Caw talk show. Caw! And I always make fun of that, but it is what it is. Caw is what we are, creator wrestlers. But what we do is digital wrestling. Selena's in the house. Welcome to the show turned into Blaised Radio. And our sponsors are, once again, the theme song soundtrack, Volume 1 of the LTD theme song soundtrack, now available at a record store, if they're still out there anywhere, at a record store near you. You remember the great hits, ones like this from the Drum Monkeys.
Problem seems
And don't forget the one that gets you off your seat and grooving to the beat, shaking your dupa and partying like it's 1999. Dan, the Shifty Dance.
The following entrance is brought to you by Midnight Hobo, the world's most dangerous liquor.
From Columbus, Ohio, 7 foot tall, weighing 357 pounds. He's a drunken dragon clown. His name is Shifty.
Shifty, he's the talk of the town. Shift and sway, dance the night away. Get up, get down, let's party until the break of day. Shifty, he's a sight to behold. Shifty, with a heart made of gold. Make you party, make it groovy, shake your booty with the jumping dragon clown.
Oopsie! S-S-S-S-H-I-I-I-F-F-T-T-T-T-Y-Y-Y-Y Shifty.
And if you're already in the mood to groove and you want to get up to get down with the drunken dragon clown, you might as well get out your dog and wave it in the air and flip it around like a helicopter. No, don't do all that shit. But when you get up dancing, you think about dancing and LTD, you think about the Bone Dogs banana. Hey now.
Banana! What the girls want banana! Banana! All the girls want a big yellow banana. Between the thighs, rough thighs, you know they want to cram it. But we can't just help it. We just got the feeling. If you don't pull it back, you might not even feel it. Get banana! What the girls want? Banana! Yo!
Oh, everybody wants the damn banana. But you know what else everybody wants? And I say no, 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 no. And they say yes. Do it for the Yeti.
Yes, bitch. Ooh, this my song. I'm about to do it for the Yeti, bitch.
For
You
the
better
Yeti.
fuck that
Oh, God.
shit.
For the Yeti. Oh God, she gon' buzz it for the Yeti. Oh God, she gon' buzz it for the Yeti. Now do it for the, do it for the, do it, do it for the, do it for the Yeti, do it for the Yeti, do it for the, do it for the Yeti, do it for the Yeti. She about to buzz it for the Yeti. She about to buzz it for the Yeti. It's time. She about to buzz it for the Yeti. It's time. She about to buzz it for the Yeti. Do it for the, do it for the Yeti. Do it for the Yeti. Oh God, do it for the Yeti. Do it for the Yeti. Oh God, do it for the Yeti. Do it for the Yeti. Oh yeah, do it for the Yeti. Do it for the Yeti. Oh God, Yeti, 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 Yeti.
All right, all right. Why does that song hit so damn hard? That song is amazing. Like, especially if you listen to like headphones and shit like that, that song hits hard. Well, you know what else hits hard? When you do the bass drum, you do the snare, you do the hi-hat, you do the lyrics, you do the guitar, you get the bass, you do it all. That's what Super Nacho did. And he also got a little mentally constipated.
Exterior, only a bird. Accountants are tables, purple, like a flying for Prius. Tankable cows are among the windows.
All right, all right. We love Miss. We love Nacho. We love Nacho. We miss him too. Hope you're doing well, brother. And you can't forget the ladies. They'll be in action later on tonight, but you gotta love their theme songs. Like this one gets me grooving.
You say that I'm psychotic, but then you like it like that. It's like every time the conversation changes, and I want you right back, right back. You say that I'm hypnotic.
Yeah, she's super unconventional and very flexible. And leave it at that. Speaking of the ladies, another one of our sponsors, we have the M.A.D. We'll have their commercial later. We have the Future, our new sponsor. We have the space stations that we were on. We'll talk about that. And, of course, the Red Lounge. And a special shout out to Shulky on that one. Helped me gather some of the pictures. So, a couple of requirements, prerequisites, if you want to say, for these theme songs. Number one, you have a pretty unique or identifiable theme song. Some people don't care what their theme songs are. Some people are all about it and they create their own, like Super Nacho and stuff like that. We do voiceovers like Riley's that he keeps bitching about, and the smartest man, blah blah blah, and all that good, you know. We do it for the Yeti, very unique songs. And then we have to have enough history with you to have the cards and all the pictures to make a slideshow. And we just so happen to have one of this motherfucker. I haven't seen him in a while. You guys know where he is? Any chance you might know where he is? Shout out to Pale, a band I played drums in for a couple weeks before they were done for good. They came back, a band that I was a fan of. My brother's guitar player and other friends played in it, and I was glad to be the drummer for them for the final show. And that is the band called Pale, P-A-Y-L. Please allow yourself to live. I am not acknowledging anyone but myself. I'm just so happy to be back here in Pittsburgh, back here on the Combat Kingdom, the planet formerly known as Earth. And we actually got to thank this. There's a chance. We got to thank this guy. His theme song's also on here, more for Pale than him. It's chances. Pale's theme song, Zero Tolerance. Play the video clip already.
Still thought that everything had become fine. You started falling, then you stepped out of the line. Suddenly all these things that were meant to be just sailed away from me. How many times must you put me through this? Can't you feel me? Cause I'm starting to get this. I'll take the sorry ass to pass through my door, you evil fucking whore. I cannot tolerate the state of hate that you put me in. And I'll eliminate and taste my fate. I'm going to win. Too bad that you're not here to see me with my victory. So sad, maybe next year. Until then, fuck you from me. I cannot tolerate, can't take the state of hate that you put me in. And I'll eliminate, and I will taste my fate. I'm going to win. But I finally see your true colors. I sit here and hide under my covers. Listen to all of you non-believers. Please do not believe her. She's so much more of a bitch than you thought she was. Fuck you, I can say this just because. Take a look at my bodily defense. I've got zero tolerance. I cannot tolerate the state of hate that you put me in. And I eliminate and taste my fate. I'm going to win. Too bad that you're not here to see me with my victory. So sad, maybe next year. Until then, fuck you from me. I cannot tolerate, can't take the state of hate
All right, and then we had the computers get involved. And now we'll have more of these slideshow / video things for series 2 and everything. But we have some new people in the chat. We got Fiona here. We got Gregory Blakely. We got Triple B. We got some Mitch Kofsky guy in here. Who is that guy? Is he still in here? The Dark Witcher in the building. Riley's in the house. Gav is here. And you guys and gals out there are all kill shot what makes leaning towards death wrestling. Big shout out. Make sure you guys check out the website for all the information. Big shout out to Eagle Star J.A. in the house as well. We had another song, a bonus track. That's right, a boner track added to the theme song. Our prime sponsor here for tonight. And that song is the LTD theme song. Thank you to J-Dog. Stay tuned.
The ring is set, the lights are dim, the crowd is roaring, ready to begin. Two superstars stand facing their fate. One will walk out, the other won't escape. Leading towards death, wrestling, a fight for survival, no time for resting. Every move could be their last. In this game, death comes fast. Fast sweat drips, the muscles strain. Each fighter knows there's so much to gain. But the risk is high, the stakes are steep. In this game, there's no room for the weak. Leading towards death, wrestling, a fight for survival, no time for resting. Every move could be their last. In this game, death comes fast.
And there you have it. Songs from the first Volume 1 theme song soundtrack. Hope you guys enjoy it. That's just something to give me some time. Let everybody roll in here. We got everyone here now. JW's here. JA is in the house. We got Gregory Blakely, Azrael Black, Triple B. I do too. It's very catchy. That's when you know they're good, when you're like humming them at home. Chad Schrader's in the building. Chad Schrader's in the house. I don't know why I did that melody. Fiona Jacobs in the house as well. Welcome to the show. You're tuning to Blaised Radio, Patty. Let's talk about, let's give him something to talk about. We're going to have a little conversation while everybody's here. So we will go back to this part and talk about it. So I have a couple banners I want to talk about here. A little conversation. So if you know, speaking of Chance, is I guess a good segue from his theme song. We've had these conversations about what we do here, which is digital wrestling. Create a wrestler. So now's the best time as ever to have this conversation. We got a lot of people in here that have their own shows. A lot of people in here that have been doing e-fedding since before YouTube. Some of you guys and gals out there are brand new. That's all fine and dandy. That's the beauty of this game. It is Dungeons and Dragons for wrestling fans. It's fantasy football for wrestling fans. This is exactly a getaway, escapism, whatever you want to call it. So I have a couple topics I want to talk about. The first one is, these are just ideas I have as a showrunner, promoter. By no means, if you guys know me, would I ever tell anybody how to run their show or what to do. But these are some of the tips, tricks, things. And I was listening into Triple Beaten Odds show when they do their call podcast. It's always interesting to listen to what other people and other takes. And I had you guys jump on here before, which is a reminder. The StreamYards link is in the private chats. If you want to come in and discuss digital wrestling, discuss your character, in or out of character, on or off camera, it doesn't matter. Today I'm opening the airwaves in the private chat of Skype, Discord, Facebook, X, Twitter, all of them out there. You guys can join. I'll pop people in and out to take people's thoughts about things as we go. And we're going to bring people on to talk about the match card today. I already got Devin Wolf here to talk about her War Games match tonight, fighting for the Apocalypse. That'll be interesting. And we have Dragonheart here to talk about his internet title shot. Get in here if you want to come and chat and talk. Today, this is what it's all about. You guys want something different. You want somewhere to promo, to make this like an eFed where you can type out a big, long storyline or whatever. Here's part of the chance. Number one, it's in the live chats, and we'll talk about that in a different point. I'm jumping ahead. Number one, get to know your roster. This I took for granted at first here, but has always been one of my number one stories, and Triple B agrees, and he knows what he's talking about. So getting to know your roster is so important anymore. And that's why one of the rules I started was I have to have social media. Wally's the only exception, although he did have a Twitter for a while. But he was at every show. So yes, ideally we want you here for every show, but also realistically, no, that's not possible for people to have jobs and families and kids and have their own channels and stuff like that. So I take that into consideration. But having an open DM, a direct message, a PM private message where you can discuss things. That's how, number one, I brought in Totes Magoats, Witcher, and a lot of these people from Totes and SSU for this Apocalypse thing. They knew where we were going with the storyline the whole way through. That's why in the chat, they seemed to be like right along with me. They weren't going off into tangents of their own stuff, but they also know what they're doing. So I really do want to welcome those like Dubs, Vipero, Totes, Michael Hawkins, Charles Roberts, Tony Cox, all the new people coming in that were part of that storyline, which is still kind of going on. But it's part of Stable War. But getting to know your roster. Here's the other thing I always say all the time, which I really think and I really hope that showrunners, promoters that do e-fetting take heed. There's different levels of engagement to this game. People who are huge into role-playing games, RPGs, they want to type, they want to chat, they want to be their character. They are 100% the ideal e-fetter. Number two, people that are just happy to be there. They love the concept. They think it's fun. They want to see their character come to life. They don't care what happens to it. They just want to be a part of it. And number three, people that really just want to be a part of it. They really don't care at all. And they need help if they're going to do promos or trash talk or anything like that. But if you don't know what type of person this is, we have a lot of people that are physically or mentally handicapped, or we have a lot of people that have autism. Not that those are holdbacks or anything like that. A lot of the best people out there have what people call issues or problems or things that are going on with them, et cetera, et cetera. We all do. We all do. And that's what I love about our little Misfit Toys group that we have together. It doesn't matter. And I say this all the time, and you think about it slowly. I'll explain it. Doesn't matter who you are, what you are, where you are, how you are, or who you are. You're more than welcome here. So it doesn't matter, man, woman, or child, where you're at, what you identify in, what you believe in. None of that really matters. I support you as a human being to make your own decisions up. And I want to get to know the people who control the characters behind them a little bit better. And for a number of reasons. Number one, I just want everyone to have one character. I really do, because I'm blessed to have so many that wanted to be a part of the show. And I wanted to take on, I mean, if you want to see my little shot sheet right now, this is what's going on in LTD. This is all the stables and their numbers by them. This is the schedule for the next month. Yes, I'm psycho like that. So getting to know your roster, I think, is huge, because then you know which people you need to carry along for a storyline, or which people you know just to throw a little bone and they're going to carry the storyline and have fun with it. So I think getting to know your roster is very important in whatever way you want to do it. It doesn't have to be real bad. So if you deal with something, no worries. We welcome everyone here. Like, I appreciate a new member like Witcher putting herself out there like that. You are surrounded by people who understand. Let's leave it at that. Let's put it that way. We have people dealing with multiple sclerosis, you know, anything you can imagine, cancer, anything you can imagine out there, wheelchair bound, bedridden. No, people are not, you're not alone, people. There's so many, and I welcome that. And that's why I can't just open the floodgates for LTD for everyone to do the same thing, because we're not all the same. And I want that. Now, sometimes you can have a federation, and getting to know your roster, getting to know the owner of the company too is very important. How the owner wants to run the federation is the right way. I would never tell anyone how to run their federation. So if you know someone who wants to do things a little differently, that's okay. But getting to know your roster, we'll get into that. I'm jumping ahead again. Getting to know your roster is super important. And getting to know actually the people behind them, so you know how to help their character, you know how to guide their character. And we want to tell a story along with the game. The number one story in LTD is winning championships. It always has been. Trying to be the king and the queen of the combat kingdom, etc., etc. And playing your character all you want. Now, how do you get to know your roster? Social media group chats. We started in Skype. I had a Facebook group already from when this was an AOL.com EFED, etc., etc. And that's what we're here to do, Witcher. We will make you feel welcome. If anyone ever does feel unwelcome or offended, because we are talking trash, and you got to understand, don't take anything in here personally. And if someone is coming at you personally, let me know in the DMs. We've handled tons of situations like that when you're playing a game like this. And it is a game. You guys got to remember, it is a game. I want you to have fun. If this game makes you so upset that you're going to have anxiety attacks and stuff like this, find a happy company to play with. Don't play with too many, is my opinion, my advice, I guess. Or just stop if it really bothers. I've had conversation with a few people who are no longer in LTD where they said they were having anxiety based on the things that were happening on the show. And I'm like, please go. I love you. You're a great person, but I don't want to affect anyone like that. So, and we try to make an understanding, you know, and mods and stuff like that. I want you guys to go. Someone new in the chat. We're a family. We really are. We built this like a family. We all have known each other for a long time. That's why in the application process, there's so many different things I want to know about you. It may help me name one of your finishers. It may help me pick an entrance for you, or help you do this or that, or guide your character a certain way. It's all in fun that way too. It's all just a work. Yeah. So the group chats, I wish I could open up more. Some people have them for promos and stuff. But what I found over and over and over is if you have a weekend off in that federation that has active promos in a group chat all the time, you're not scrolling up and reading it all. Let's be real. One of 20 people might scroll up and read it. Or you're only getting 3 people that are promoing. So this type of show, Get Blaised Talk Show, I want to do more of them. So you guys can either send in a promo, come in promo, or in or out of character. I don't care. Either way, you want to come in here and promote your channel, you can do that. That's what the Get Blaised Talk Show is all about. I wish we could do, and I'm thinking about Discord. I already have a list of 26 people that have Discord that are in LTD, 26 men and 13 women. So if I'm thinking about doing a Discord where we can bring back a promo channel, an OOC channel, a catering channel, but I won't overload it with too many channels or voice channels or anything crazy. If we do Discord, I'm researching it right now to think. And this is what I love. It doesn't matter how, but if you want to build your character, there's many ways to do it. And we're going to talk about involvement here in a little bit too, because if you're not involved for a while, I'm going to move on from you. You know, I'm going to move on and find someone else, even if you've been with the company forever. If you're someone who in the past, I had the luxury of having people that could only check in once a week or check in once a month and just drop a comment. I can't afford to do that anymore because we have 90 people on the roster. I would rather have 70 or 60, to be honest, but I don't want to get rid of 20 or 30 of you at all. It's hard enough for 10 of you to go because I love y'all. You're all great people. But there will be a handful of people that will either be great hall members, grandfathered into that. We could bring their characters back or stuff like that. Like I miss Paragon, Killa Neptune, Super Nacho, Yeti, Pete, all those guys that are characters that were great hall members now. Mrs. U-Taker, Mr. U-Taker, Mordrin, all those guys. But they're always welcome back. And some of them have secondary characters like Aiden or Lita, stuff like that, where their characters they're still in the company. Yes, I know, Butterfly. And if I get over half of this company in Discord, we're probably going to start some kind of Discord. Then you guys can have a place to drop a promo where it won't get completely lost. Because and another thing, for those who don't know, and I hated doing this, I really did, because I never wanted to be that person that would call anybody out or say, this is the person who isn't showing up, you're fired, or anything stupid like that. But to discuss angles and stuff, having group chats is great. To discuss things in the back, having chats is great. I mean, those are things that I think can really benefit us. Miles, you have it? I don't know if I have you in Discord. Well, you're another one I'll have to find. So that makes 27 if Miles has it too. So if I have enough people that have Discord, plus here's the thing, guys. If you're invested in LTD enough, and I hate to put my foot down on some stuff, but we got to, because I want to make this even better. So Dragonheart, so MSW and Dragonheart. I got to find you guys on Discord. Actually, let's do this. Let's just take a quick poll. I think I have an idea. If you don't care or you think it's too much already, please vote no. Vote no. Logan, I don't know if I have Logan either. See, and I think most of you guys are gamers and stuff that have Discord. It's an easy way I can also have people on the air with me too and do stuff like that. So I know I can do a lot more with Discord. Same thing with OBS. I can use StreamYards, but I know if I use OBS, I can use a shitload of more stuff, but I just don't want to open that can of worms to that much stuff. We got enough on our plate already. But social media group chats, I wanted to be for me to put my information out. Now, every once in a while, if you see Blaised type something in there and open up the conversation, please feel free to interject. But what I don't want is, here's the information for tomorrow's match card. Ooh, I don't have a match. Well, where's your match? You had one last week. I forgot. I didn't see that. I was on vacation. Oh, okay. No problem. Hey, how you doing? I forgot. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you too. And then the next thing you know, my match card's gone. I love that you guys hang out together. Leo Angel, I think you're another one. I don't have that. I will get Leo Angel. Yeah, make sure you guys find me. See, but I don't want to complicate it. I had an LTD Discord server before, but I don't want to open it up to too much. I want it to be simple. Here's the shows, and I will have a channel for you guys to promote your own stuff because I do love that. And the more and more, like, I want to learn. I'm a software guy, computer guy, so I'll be able to learn most of it. But anyone who has Discord, knows any tricks or tips, we'll talk about it. But the social media groups right now, the private Facebook group is the reason we're here, because people wanted to do that. I see Miles as a member. Appreciate all the members too. Where was Joker's? Discord, help people with Discord. Cool. So Joker, I think I already have you. Yeah, I already have Joker. See, if you're already my friend, if not, find me. You got amazing tools. See, I can use a tool like Discord to enhance this product. And that's what I want to do. I thought about buying a PC version and using OBS here and doing the whole spiel, but I couldn't get the best quality and I didn't want to suffer quality-wise with frame rate and stuff. So I decided to go StreamYards for Blaised, PS4, because my PS4 is still working for the show. And that's why we keep it private. Our Facebook group is a private group. And some people have their personal information there, their real name and stuff. They might not want it, but we are a private group there. And I'm careful who I bring in. That's why I vet people so much. That's why I have this process. But social media group chats, all I wanted to do is bring up the fact that other people have them different, use them differently for open chat. It's nothing personal. I want you guys to be interactive. Please. I say this all the time. If you guys are dropping comments to the shows, the 3 places that are going to be the best place for you guys to promo, tweet something out. Number 1, share it. Tag me. Tag me and tweet it out. I will read it on the air. I will play it on the air if it's audio or video. And Skype is how we started. Skype might be about to be replaced by Discord if it works out well. Skype, a lot of people have, and I have a lot of people in the Skype group. In my Skype group, I have 69. Make your 69 jokes. So 69 out of 90. I know there's a couple people that might not be active right now, but we're very. I mean, and I wish I could have taught social media to high school kids or grade school kids. That's what needed to be done in the 90s and the early 2000s. That's why we have a lot of problems with social media and people that do dumb shit. Facebook Messenger, Skype, those are great. But here's the thing, and I was just getting to that. Thank you for reminding me, Missy. In the past, I was talking about putting my foot down about something. If you really want to get involved in LTD, you'll just get a Discord if you don't have it. It's free. It's easy. It's easy on your phone. It's easy on, I mean, it's not that big of a application. It's very easy to use. I think any of you guys, no matter what your level of computer use or mentality is, you can use Discord. It's that easy. It's just a chat program. The only thing I don't like about it is I'll accidentally click on voice chats and shit, and all of a sudden I'm on a phone call, and I didn't want to be in Discord. So I got to be careful for that thing. But if you guys have it, Agent Destin's in the building. There he is. And I've seen other people. I've actually got into a bunch of other people's eFed Discord server just to see how they run it. And I found a kind of a good way to run it. So I'm thinking about a Discord. That's all we want to discuss at this point. I have close to 40 people already. Once I get over 50, I mean, I'm almost there. And I am too, Eagle Star, but I'm also a big computer nerd, geek type guy. So I can catch on to that stuff easily. I mean, the bald head, the gray hair tells y'all I'm 50. All right, thank you. I'll catch the Discord stuff after this. Yeah, I don't use my camera on Discord. Oh, cover up the camera when you're on Discord, though. Yeah, see, I always thought about that, too, or I'll keep my camera off. Yeah, and I've accidentally clicked on a voice chat and been like, what the? I don't want to be in a call. How do you get out of this call? 55. That's fine. Hey, we got everywhere from 19, 18, all the way up to 60, bro. And you are a bro, right, Eagle Star? I don't want to say, or are you a woman? I don't want to be wrong. That I haven't asked you yet. I know I got an application from you. And here's another thing. Boys running girls' characters, guys running girls' characters, girls running guys' characters. It's all good. You can do whatever you want. There's no limit to that here. Other companies run their companies differently. These are just rules and how I run this company. And I'm blabbing too long. We still have a show to do. Hold on. All right. Speaking of rules and systems, ways people run their shows. I found that the point systems are very difficult to run by. And here's a couple reasons why. Some people do a very good job of running a point system, but if I'm in a Fed that has a point system, number one, I want to be able to have a resource to find out how many points I got. Number 2, I want to see your point system so I know how you calculate the points to see if they're correct. Number 3, I want a standings or a listing of everyone's points so I know they're accurate. That's what people are going to want if you run a point system. And I know probably 10 or a dozen people that run point system eFeds that don't do that. That's okay if that's how you want to run it. But I'm telling you from research and from my own personal opinion and what I would want from the outside looking in, if I was in an eFed that's running a point system, I want to know how you're keeping score, where you're keeping score, and what my score is. When I do scoring like the Combat Kingdom for Stable War, whenever I do scoring, that's why I have a backup copy, I have a electronic copy, and I have copies of each show and who won so I can go back to. So I have backups to make sure. Plus, I have the actual show to refer to find out who won and what the score was if there's a debate. Points is a lot of work. And if you just have 6 people in your eFed, maybe points will work. Now, Riley, he does the profit thing with his thing. I see him writing a lot of stuff down. If you have a group chat, putting that information out on a regular basis, I would recommend, because that helps the people that have it. Because I'm just saying, some people, they trust the person running the Fed. I do. I would normally trust the person running the Fed. But if you have a point system and you're not telling your people what the points are and where they're at, that's why I've preached this Wix website. See, I didn't even know. I know you keep track of points and stuff. And if you keep track of points for yourself, just for ranking, so you know who to fight against who, that's your system, that's fine. Stories over points. See, I like to try to balance them all. That's just me. I want to have a little bit of everything, the whole potpourri. But the way you run your show, I mean, we used to have message boards, for fuck's sake, back in the day. And that's kind of what Discord is. Discord is a message board. When we had message boards back there was a member board, there was a rule board, there was an OOC board, message boards. So, well, that's what, too many chiefs in a Discord. That's why I will be the chief. I may hire one more person to help control the Discord, but that's it. If you take an L, I owe you a W. That's pretty cool. Very cool. Thank you for your service. Definitely. I live in an Army family. Been to many shows where they just give matches to their favorite every week and throw in a few others just to make. And if that's the way they want to run their show, that's fine. And if you don't like it, leave the show. That's all I'm, because there's enough shows out there for everybody. So the reason I wanted to bring this up was, it's not wrong to have a point system or something like that, but I'm just saying, if I was in a league to have a point system, like right now, Kelly, I have no idea how many points my characters have in your company. And I know other people that have, Sean does a really good job. Monstar, he does his tracking with his point system, but he'll also do the rankings and put out a video with rankings. So you know if you're hit the rankings. That's giving information back, feedback. I know Riley takes notes and keeps track of all the profits and stuff. Now, have you thought of posting that spreadsheet so everybody knows where their profits are after each weekly show or something? Now, open challenges are fair, but to those that aren't there all the time, they ain't going to be able to do any challenges. And that's what I mean about levels of engagement. The open challenge one, you are catering more to the people that are there all the time. They're involved all the time, that want to do everything, which is great. If you have a dozen people that are like that, you got a banging ass show. But if you have a bunch of people that are only check out your show once a week or can't keep up, they're never going to be able to challenge or see their challenge. That's why what I like to do, which there's no right or wrong reason, I keep saying this, is the events where everyone is in the event. And when everyone's in the event, everyone has a fair shake at having a shot at that world title that time around. So whether it's 40 people, 50 or 64, like I like to keep, 64 people will have the opportunity to get that world title shot. So that's as much as we can make this game a level playing field, And if you want to talk the major rule, there's a lot of unwritten rules that are out there, but some of the rules is get used to losing, have fun with losing. And if you can develop your character off of losing, and see, that's the thing. Butterfly's brand new and she gets it already. You're just here to have fun. But there's some people that are so invested in their characters. This is what I also love. So I don't want to, it's not a bad thing or a good thing. Some people are so invested in their characters. Like if you ever played, I was a very novice D&D player. I didn't play D&D a lot. But when you did, people were so into their characters, they basically become their characters. So I get it. The passion that people have when they get upset when their players lose and stuff like that. There you go. See, he has a way to get to the resource. Yeah, see, he does a good list. He has a great system for it. So he takes care of it very well. I wasn't really talking about his. There's other places that do that as well. And it's all willy-nilly. He has a system for it. And yeah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, Kelly. And I've done that for LTD in the past. I used to mark people's promos and how good their promo was. I would grade it, and that's how I would rank people and pick who they fight. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. And getting upset when you lose is fine. Taking it out on a live chat is not fine, in my opinion. Just don't chat anymore if it upsets you that much. Because there's a bunch of other people there that are still trying to have fun and forget about it. Yeah, I know. It's okay though, Butterfly, and I'll put you out there a little bit. Me and Butterfly had to go back for a while, and her character's still not exactly where we wanted it to be, but we got it close enough. She sent me screenshots of, these pictures of kind of the gothic look she wanted, the facial look that she wanted, and what I should have done and could have done and will do in 25 with Butterfly, because she doesn't have the game, is I'll do a live stream and we'll do the creation on the live stream so we can get a little closer. Because she doesn't have the game, so she doesn't know all the details. And that's another thing. There's people that they create their character. Other people create their character. They don't care who creates their character. I need to make certain things a bit more accessible. Yeah, and everyone can improve. Me too. That's why I do this. That's why I'm here talking about this, where we should be done with this podcast. But we'll probably go 2 hours with the podcast, 3 with the show. So I'm in for a Hugo day today myself, probably 5 hours. Yeah, and some people have other people create them, which is great. I welcome everyone. And when I say it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, where you are, how you are, who you are, I welcome everybody. Does my show suffer a little bit because I welcome too many people and so many people? Yeah, I can't do as many stories. I have to have a lot more multi-man matches and stuff. That's why I created the Crazy 8 and the Blitzkrieg divisions. The G6 division, so it's all good. I think I already sent you an invite, Kelly. You should have an invite there already. And I'm already in your Discord server, Kelly. So rules and systems. There are no wrong ones, but have some rules. Now, on the other side of the coin, would I blast my rules on a banner during the show? Probably not. If you're on there telling people don't be racist, don't be sexist, don't be rude, that's just common sense. If you're telling them not to do a specific thing, what do you think a troll's going to do? That specific thing, because they know it'll get under you. So if you're up there saying, don't do this or I'm going to ban you, and putting it blasted all over you, that's probably a bad idea, because you're attracting trolls when you're trying to get rid of them. Involvement, character development. I was just talking, these are 2 separate things. I just put them together because they can coexist. Involvement. Number 1, obviously, in the live chat. That's why I have a Tuesday at 6 show, a show at 4, and a show at 8. That's 3 different times. I could go earlier or do a later 10 or 11 show again like I used to. And Monday nights late, I'm never against bringing those back. After Raw at 11 o'clock. Sundays at 6 or 8. Or maybe even 10 or 11 on a Sunday night. I know Goddess does her Sunday nights when she's coming back. Hugo does Monday nights. We're going to overlap people. So just get used to it. There is a handful of shows that we try to stay away from each other or not go live. But you got to also keep in mind there is tons of other shows. Like if I look at my list, TJ Toad, Miles Stanley Ward, so many people, Blade Charge, Mark Caliber, that do their own shows. They're also going live, people. Brian LG, Neo, people that do shows. I do take that into consideration. You know, number one, I'm not trying to step on no one's toes. I go live when I can. I go live when I want to. If you're a content creator, you're going as live as you can, basically every day if you can, if you're that into it. And the different levels of content creators too. That's a whole nother ball of wax I don't want to really open up, because I could talk about this stuff forever because I'm passionate about it and I want to help people and I want people to be helped. I would never come here to tell people how to run their shows, but if I can help them, that's what I want to do. Yeah, feel free to share your Discords out there. Agent Destin, I think I had your Discord before, but hit me up if you didn't before. Yeah, and with the way Mama does, and shout out to Wrestling Mama, the way she does Survivor, you're seeing an active score the whole time. So that's what I'm talking about. Doing things like that, you got a reference. You can scroll up. You can see where the score is. You don't have to go as far as to doing a website or a post on a group chat, but those actually help. I mean, me doing all the extra work to share out to everybody, the least you can do is show some sort of involvement. And that is either in the live chats, leaving a post to a comment to a show if you watch a replay. I say this all the time too, and please understand this is involvement. Hitting a thumbs up on a Facebook post or a Twitter X post, even in the group chats, I can see who did that. So if you're someone who can't make a lot of live events but don't want to be let go, make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing. I see that, and I consider that involvement. I can give you 5 names right now that have not been on a show for over a month. Their characters are probably going to be dropped off after Stable War. I love them. They've been here for years. But if I don't see your name in a live chat, on a comment, or liking or sharing or reposting something in a month, I got to move on from you. So I'm talking 4 weeks, people. I do at least 3 shows a week. That's 12 shows. If you show no involvement in 12 shows, can you really blame me for letting people go? Here's another thing. If I let your character go and you come back and say, hey, this was happening in my real life and now I'm back around a little more, I want to come back, you're in. I'll bring you back. I will bring back people that I've let go. It's okay. If you have a valid reason, you want to come back and you're going to be involved, why would I say no? And we're going to talk about something else here in a little bit, which is why this is a rule. LTD is blessed to have a very big contingent. I will pat myself on the back for this. This is no shot on any other company. You guys know how much I love digital wrestling and call on e-fetting and love every one of your companies. Whether it's you and 2 people, you and 3 people, you and 7 people, you and 12 people, you and 15 people. Do an awesome show. Be creative. Be unique. Have fun with it. I know people that run the show and they have 40 of their characters and maybe 10 others from other people. 40, 4 of their characters and 30 of other people. It doesn't matter. I love them all. So I just want to hammer that home with you guys. I would never knock anybody, but I have 90 different people here in LTD. They have no 2 characters. They're all 1 character. And I have a personal Facebook. Now, if someone duped me and there are 2 people out there, good for you. Congratulations. You fooled me. You tricked me. You have 2 characters on my show. And I will use an example because he's in a storyline right now. And everyone who knows Atticus knows Sara's his character too. You know, he wanted to use Sara for a while. So we put Atticus on the shelf. We brought Atticus back. He had a title whenever we were supposed to bring back Sara. I let him bring Sara back while Atticus was still active because he has a title. Today, in the live chat or later, we're going to find out if Atticus did make it back. Will it be a 2-on-3 or is Atticus done? It's just Sara now. We'll find out. It's all part of the story. Shulky brought in ES for a while. Both her characters. We had 2 for a while. I'll do it every once in a while for storyline purposes. If we do a Great Hall induction, I'll bring Wrestling Mama back. Missy Harris is her character as well. It's her daughter, but it's her character. I'll let her have 2 characters for a storyline or something. If you come to me with a story, if Mrs. Utaker came to me with a storyline of Mrs. Utaker coming back to help Lita or defy Lita or do something with someone else, I'll make it work. So involvement can be a million things. I'm telling you right now, if you're in a live chat for the past month, you have nothing to worry about. You don't have to tell me you're here. You've been here. I don't have a photographic memory, but I can remember if I've seen your name in the chat. If you're someone who wants to lurk, that's fine. But at least send me a DM. Let me know you're lurking. Add a comment to the chat or just say hi one time so I know you are there. And so other people know you're there. If I was someone in this company and know these rules and I'm like, wait a minute, this person hasn't been here forever. Why are they still on the roster? That's what people are going to start to do. I have 90, let me hammer this home, and I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you a fact. 90 different personalities, 90 different egos, if you will, to balance. That's why a lot of these rules are cut off and set the way they are in LTD, because I want to accommodate 90 different people. Did I say 90 yet? I had a librarian in high school. She used to say 90. She took the T out of it, 90. That's because you were gone, Mama. That's because you weren't around. You and Hugo weren't around. So when you came back, you wanted to use Missy, so I brought Missy on. Mama can come back tomorrow, and Missy can go on the shelf. You know, it don't matter. Unless we have a storyline on it, you have one character. So if Mama calls to me the other day and goes, hey, let's put Missy on the shelf and let me bring Mama back, I'm down for it. You know, she's in a great hall, bring her back. So I always try to make things interesting. But for those who are out there and are involved, don't worry. And character develops another thing. That goes hand in hand with these things. You know, telling me you want to do this with your character or fight that guy or challenge that guy. Stay in the know outside of the game so that when the game's going on, things flow better. Yeah, you guys think we have 90? Yeah, we have 90. And I'm not, I mean, people that have 16 or 20, there's some that are 10 times better than this show. And I'll be real. 10 times better than what I do, production-wise, commentary-wise, everything-wise. No, yeah, you wanted Missy to come in. And you know you can only have one character. And I've learned a lot from the Hardcore Sports Network, too. I've learned a lot from them about, you know, they're used to having people, 3 or 4 people in the network streaming at the same time. So like we started out this with 6 or 7 streamers that had a schedule. So we never tried to overlap. Now, literally one reason why I do the gathering too, there are 30 YouTubers on this roster. So over 30, actually, if you want to get technical. But character development, be willing to work with someone, drop into their DMs, tell them you want to do that. Yeah, work with the heels. We're all good guys in the behind the scenes. But if you want to be more heel or face, I don't push anybody either way, heel or face, unless their character naturally is that or they want to do a story that way. So we don't specify heel or face a lot. 90 voices in your head. But that's why I want DMs open too, because I want to be able to accommodate people with different levels of engagement, people that want to play the game differently, but also give as much of a level playing field that I can to have fun with. I could talk about these things forever. We got to move on. Going into, and this is what I'm talking about as far as having 90 people. I have reached out every year to a different community, whether it was me going to the Twitter community, me going into finding other people that did different streams, people that just did talk shows, people that just did panels, people that just did sports commentary. Recently, the SSU, Totes My Goats, and all that little network that we found. They're all great people. They do the same thing differently, but that's fine. You know, I don't get into messing with the sliders as much and stuff like that. We set it all one way and pretty much let things ride. We don't do as much tweaking as some other stuff do, and that's fine. Everyone does it their own way. And I like to let the computer system, the AI, ride it out because it does come in waves. But trying to identify exactly what AI is going to do or how they're doing it, give that up. I mean, it's a crapshoot, but you can tweak it certain ways to make it better or make it work differently. But I've expanded this roster every year going into different communities. I look at my list here, people like Willie Styles. I found him. Primetime. I found him on the Hardcore Sports Network shows and coming over here. Big Daddy Beard, House of X. They are streamers I found on YouTube that wanted characters. There's so many. Cody Hagan, Christian Tracy, Corey Quinn, all those guys I met on Twitter when I really got into Twitter and brought them over. I mean, there's been waves of the Empire when they came over. Waves of new people. Firestar. I've known her in all these different places of chat, and then she finally had a character. Butterfly. She's been in chats for years, finally got a character. Patty, she was coming around. I was like, hey, you're at the shows. You want to have more fun? You want to be a role play? If you don't, you don't. People can enjoy these shows without having a character. And I know some that do. No, the show will be immediately after this. Ooh, Popeyes. So, and I'm just saying, I don't need praise for it or anything. I'm just saying, just think about it. There's a lot of people that I've reached out to and found out they liked it and wanted to bring them into this. So I've tried to help build this for a long time. And then seeing people like Killshot go over to Solo and Totes when I was over there. Now he's part of their network, and Joker is too. And, finding all these people, Gav, so many different people, all the different characters, people that like Sean Shamrock that have. I don't know how long you've been here, Selena. It matters. It depends on how far you want to trace your history back, and does it trace back to J. Jules Barrett or not? We don't know. So there's a lot of question marks there. So no matter how long you've been here, you're more than welcome. If you haven't been here for a month at all in any capacity, don't be surprised your character gets put on the shelf for a while or whatnot. That's all part of the game. I want as many people that can be involved and be in the live chat and have fun as possible. So that's why I go to different communities, and it's been quite a success because I could sit here and read a bunch of names. Digital Dogs who just joined, some of these ones that have come back all the way from the WUs, like the Bone Dogs, the Hot Cheeses, Shalky and Cougar. And, there's ones that have been here before and ones that don't. Now, another thing that I do, and these are all just basically things that I do, sharing my best practices with you guys. Yeah, and another thing, while Matt brings this up, it's up to you. Do you want to be in 30 different companies? Do you want to be in 2? Are you in companies that they want you to do more and you're not? There's a bunch of different ways to handle that. So, Mega Card, SUPERCARD. I'm not going to call it a pay-per-view. You're not paying anything. That's just stupid to me. But if people call it pay-per-view, that's fine. That's the industry standard for how long. PLE, that's their thing. I like how some people say free per view here on YouTube. That's kind of clever. I wish I would have came up with that first. But I chose SUPERCARD. It's old school. That's what they called boxing matches, fights shows back in the day, wrestling shows that were big, SUPERCARDs. So I use SUPERCARD, and then I developed MegaCard, which is 5 or more titles are on the line to MegaCard like today. Twitch live event. There you go. Yeah, Satan's Angel. Yeah, Killshot gets you get around. That's fine. Some people get around, some people don't. All right, I'm going to try to move through because I want to get some people on here too. That is it. Okay, so that is it for the conversation. I want to talk more about that because hopefully I learn from you guys learn from me. We're going to talk about our mega card here, and we're going to get back to the slideshow, and then we got guests. If you guys want to come on, I got 4 people waiting. They'll come on and talk about their characters, their shows, or anything. But let's talk about LTD. Let's talk about where we stand right now. Here's your champions on June 28th. Then we got a new Crazy 8 champ. Christian Tracy became our new Crazy 8 champion. And then we got a new Blitzkrieg champ. JW Caliber, our new Blitzkrieg champ. So John breakdown there. The other 7 out of the 10 championships are on the line today. So we will get to more on that. But this is another thing I do like to do on a regular basis, or have this somewhere for you guys. Because one thing is me studying all these eFeds over the years, a year before I started, and then all these years while I'm doing it, I think about this. How many companies have you been to where you go and you go, and this is just like Matt Storm goes, I don't even know how many companies I'm in or what titles you have. How do you know who has what championships? So if you give people a resource, a website, a group chat, a post pinned to the top of their Twitter or Facebook where they can find this. And with the Discord, I would love to have a central place where everyone can play. That's another reason why I don't want to have promos on Skype that people that only have Facebook never see. Promos on Twitter that someone only on Discord never sees. So that's why another reason why I didn't want to open that up completely. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, why we're really here, and talk about how we got here. The apocalypse. These members of the LIT6, as well as Jay Savage, who's been here for a while, helped bringing them in, led by him and Totes Magoats. They brought this team in to fight for them because the world was going to blow up. But how was it going to blow up? Who was responsible? We didn't know. We had to follow all these clues to find out as they added these members. Then they added women as well. The apocalypse came to a head when we all had to our Independence Day, and we thought this Independence Day could be the end of the Combat Kingdom and Earth as we knew it, and have to go into space with a different one, with a different planet. We had a planet to go to. We had the means to get there, but something was fishy. Something was going on that we had to know more about. We started War Games. We had this one just to reintroduce War Games was the Ladies' War Games. Now, Cougar, Goddess, and Kassie get rewarded by winning this War Games with tonight's War Games against the Apocalypse. But it will only be 3 because there's only 3. The Apocalypse won this one, and then the ladies won. The Apocalypse won. Now, what did that mean? Well, did that mean the Earth was going to be blown up? We thought so. We were sitting on the space stations because we took Plan B, which was get in our own rockets, fly to the space stations, and wait. But then we found out there were bombs about to blow up. And the apocalypse blew up the new planet, not the Combat Kingdom, not Earth. So we found out first and foremost that there were these 7 super nuclear bombs that were set to detonate and eventually eradicate humanity on Earth. Notice the Apocalypse medallion in Canada, no bomb there. The Future was added last, no bomb there. We now know Japan and Tokyo, where the Sudden Death Society's medallion is. That one's been diffused. We're hoping to go to each of these spots, diffuse these bombs, and stop this threat. We thought it was going to be more of a threat. We thought it was going to be an imminent threat right away. That's where the Exodus happened. We were supposed to fly away, but War Games started and turned into Stable War 15, an emergency Stable War 15, where Stable War wasn't supposed to be starting until late August, early September. The committee and I agreed it was unanimous to start it now to try to, number 1, get rid of the apocalypse, since their little plan didn't work, and those bombs were still there until we can disarm them all. And if the volcanoes could stop the bombs, that would be fantastic, Selena. So now for the first time ever, we had 9 teams of 10 competitors with 6 former championship teams. And I think this is the old. Yeah, we'll get to the scoreboard here with the update as well, because this had Big Chuck on there. Digital Dogs took the place of Big Chuck, and Butterfly took the place of Sunshine Marigold. But Lethal Brand are Stable War 14 champs, and at least 3 of their representatives, almost all of them, I believe all of them actually were in the group before. M.A.D, your Stable War 13 champs, and a majority of them. Battle Squad, your Stable War 12 champs, led by TJ Toad, Kelly Mavericks, Danny Wells and company, Misha, Carmen, and Firestar. All three were on that Stable War champs. Awesome Friends, led by Wally and Jamar, Cody, Cougar, Shalky were on that stable before. Sudden Death Society, when they won, the Red Lounge, Drum Monkey, Corey won a Stable War. This is Stable War 15. The winner of the Stable War gets all the title shots for that month. We're still seeing if any. The Opaque Brotherhood, I believe, won almost all the titles. We'll see if anyone could ever have one group that wins a Stable War and then wins all the titles. Cowboys from Hell, Future all joined to start Stable War. We'll revisit that. This is where we stood, leaving Earth on the left because Antarctica was obliterated. They showed us what these bombs could do. Then the three space stations, the Future Space Station, the Red Lounge, and the M.A.D. Planet XYZ was the one they blew up instead of our planet. Mostly water, as you see. Planet XYZ had a lot of the benefits we needed in a depleting combat kingdom. Then we matched up 3 groups of 3 to start stage 1 of Stable War. For the first time ever, triple threat stable battles. We started out in the M.A.D. laboratory, in a space station, in space. We saw the M.A.D. score 5 medallions. The Lethal got 5.5, and they were tied, so we had a tiebreaker. But we saw the Apocalypse start out pretty slow. Now we figured Stable War is the easiest way because it's 8 versus 1, basically. While they're all looking for the title shots, the Apocalypse are looking for something a little bit bigger. The Red Lounge on a space station, baby. And we saw the Red Lounge score 5 medallions. Sudden Death Society with 7. And the Cowboys from Hell with only 1. The Future! See how the fist looks better there, where during the game it looked like crap, just looked like a black fist, like a shadow of it. The Future stable led by Killshot, Matt Storm, Hunter McIntyre. Here's what they had. The Future had 8 medallions and took a first-round lead. The Awesome Friends with 3 medallions, and the Battle Squad with 2 medallions in round 1 on the space stations. Then we returned to Earth. Legacy in Japan. Future came in with 8, the M.A.D. with 5, and the Sudden Death Society with 7. Sudden Death Society added 5, bringing their total to 12. The Future added 5.5, bringing their total to 13.5, taking the lead. Another tiebreaker. The M.A.D. with only 3 ends up with 8 points going into round 2. So round 1 was done. After this fight in round 2 as well. Apocalypse with 3 medallions got 5. The Cowboys from Hell only got 1 medallion again. And the Awesome Friends coming in with 3, scoring 7, bringing them to 10. Tuesday, we have this matchup. The Lethal Branch sitting at 5.5. The Battle Squad sitting at 2. And the Red Lounge sitting at 5. London Lethal on Tuesday. Here's your scoreboard, everybody. And here's what we're going to come back to as we bring on our guests here in just a minute to discuss everything. We're going to try to close out in about 10 minutes here. Be done about 1 hour and a half to get to the show. But here's where the scoreboard sits right now. I'll be posting this regularly after every show. I know it's a lot more work than anybody else is willing to do, but that's what I do for you guys. So you know exactly how many medallions each person has, exactly how medallions every team has. And if you want to go back to every show to find out where they came from, you can. Some teams that are in trouble, the Cowboys from Hell, obviously with 2 after 2 rounds. There's only 1 more round. But then stage 2 is a Crazy 8 special, which there could be 2 medallion matches, 3 medallion matches, 4 medallion matches, where even last place can crawl back into the top 6 and make stage 3. Stage 3 will be 6 out of the 9 teams. Stage 3, the final stage, which is 3 head-to-head battles, will be 6 out of the 9 teams. Steel City Showdown, today's match card. We have a couple guests. We're going to bring them on to talk about their matches as well as Stable War. So today's match card we're going to go over, but before we do that, wait, where's my... From right here, we're going to bring someone on to talk a little bit about where they stand with their stable. And anybody else that wants to jump on, the links have been sent out. Anybody that wants to come on and talk about Stable War or Steel City Showdown, today's show, come on in. I'm going to give you guys a chance here. We're going to take one little commercial break. I'm going to bring a couple people on. Make sure you guys check out the links. Click on the StreamYard link. Come in and talk some schmack, talk some shop, or just hang out for a minute while we bring this to a close. But we'll be right back after this commercial break with talk with some special guests and going over tonight's match card. We'll be right back after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Are you a digital wrestler? Are you struggling mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually? Well, there's a place where you can turn all that around. Founded by myself, your boy Blaised McCoy and Ripper Springheel many years ago, the Madness Asylum has assisted in many career transformations. Those like Drum Monkey, Wally, Blade Charge, That Outlaw, Andy Price, Shifty, Mark Caliber, Bone Dog, Atticus Black, Brooklyn Joker, Krushing Kelly Black, Hot Cheese, and even the Goddess of Pain. Modifications will be made to help rehabilitate, refocus, renovate, rejuvenate, and resurrect your wrestling career. Anyone can be M.A.D, but only a few can be Madness Asylum disciples.
Hey, guys and gals. Kassie here, reminding you to stop into the Red Lounge. We're open 24/7, 365. So come in. We're the only place in town where every story has a guaranteed happy ending. You're watching Leaning Towards Death Wrestling with your boy, Blaised McCoy, on the Blaze Radio Network. Make sure to check out all of his shows every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. He's putting the unity back in community, right here on YouTube.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Blaze Brew proudly brings to you Eliminator Beer. Don't get eliminated, get obliterated. Drink Eliminator Beer. Comes in a wide variety of flavors and colors. Available now at your local liquor stores, beer distributors, grocery stores, gyms, hairdressers, gas stations, restaurants, doctor's offices, pubs, bars, brothels, strip clubs, and street corners. Eliminator Beer, get one now. You won't be disappointed. You'll be shit-faced drunk. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a dork, it's a couple dorks, reminiscing some nostalgia in classic video games, toys, and cartoons. I'm your boy Blaised McCoy, and with my awesome friend Super Nacho, we invite you to join us in the Legion of Dorks, a podcast where we talk about our favorites of the past and discuss it all with you. The good old days when video game arcades were full, pinball, and more. When the toy stores were stocked to the ceilings with all your favorites like G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. Well, it started all with Pong with me in the 70s. Then Atari, Nintendo, Sega, ColecoVision, and television, and more brought new classics. Classics like Space Invaders, pew pew pew, and Donkey Kong. Pitfall. Dig Dug was a great one. Spent a lot of quarters on Galaga, that's for damn sure. Tecmo Bowl, hut, touchdown, and all the sports games. Super Mario Brothers became an instant classic. So did Zelda and Sonic the Hedgehog. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was a great one to play. So was Street Fighter, Hadouken, and all the fighting games. Star Wars toys, And Hot Wheels is where I started collecting toys back in the day. Masters of the Universe, and you can't forget the bad guys. Of course. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Inhumanoids are here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell. Can't forget the wrestling figures, WWF, AWA, and those little guys, the Muscles. Yeah, I love playing with those, are great. Thundercats, ho! And even Voltron brought them all together with movies, cartoons, and toys. Join us in the Legion of Dork right here on the Blaze Radio Network here on YouTube. The Blaze Radio Network and Hardcore Sports Network here on YouTube. Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern, it's the NFL Red Zone Show. All the games, play-by-play, live game audio, and statistics. Join me, Blaze McCoy, with some wild and wacky commentary like always, and enjoy 6, 7, 8, 9, even 10 games or more all at once. Every big play, every touchdown, the Red Zone Show. In case you can't catch your game or want alternate commentary, stop by and enjoy the ride. It's non-stop football action. Right here on the Blaze Radio Network, right here on YouTube. Hardcore Sports Network, the Red Zone Show coming this fall. Every Sunday at 1. See ya in my stream.
The ring is set, the lights are dim, the crowd is roaring, ready to begin. Two superstars stand facing their fate. One will walk out, the other won't escape. Leading towards death, wrestling, a fight for survival, no time for resting. Every move could be their last. In this game, death comes fast. Fast sweat drips, the muscles strain. Each fighter knows there's so much to gain. But the risk is high, the stakes are steep. In this game, there's no room for the weak. Leading towards death, wrestling, a fight for survival, no time for resting. Every move could be their last. In this game, death comes fast.
Miles Stanley Ward. What's up, Miles?
Hey, what's up, Blaze?
How you doing, man?
None much. I just so happened to watch Sara's talk show this evening. Yep.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about being on the Sudden Death Society's team here, along with some familiar faces like John Breakdown, Scavengers, J-Dog and J Vulture with Logan, and Azrael and Dragonheart, and what you think about Stable Wars so far and being on that team?
Well, yeah, being part of the Sudden Death Society is could be momentous, and I'm hoping that we should get our win in Stable Wars, especially to the Apocalypse.
Yeah, and that's one of the main things I talked about earlier, that not only the goal of Stable Wars to win so you get all the title shots, but the shot at getting the Apocalypse is definitely it. And yep, even Gregory Blakely agrees. So appreciate that. And Miles, good luck to you and the rest of the Sudden Death Society for the rest of Stable War. And why don't you plug what you got going on with Muskegon and everything you got going on with your show over there in MSWCW?
Okay. Well, this evening at 6 p.m., ladies and gentlemen, it's the women's division of, well, it's the women's show of Muskegon at the beginning, because yesterday was the men's of round 2 for the primary championships. We're continuing on to the women's Muskegon tournaments for the primary championships. And the card will be shown on the chat, and you guys can be able to see it, excluding the standings that we got going on these past weeks.
There you go. Miles got some good stuff going on over there. Very creative, always fun. Make sure you check him out. I'm going to drop his link for his channel there. If you guys haven't already checked him out and subscribed, there's the link for Miles. Always a pleasure, Miles. Thanks for being a part of the show, bro.
Sure thing, Blaised.
So there's Miles's link in the chat. Check it out. Click on it. Subscribe to my man. Great dude. So loyal and always getting involved here, and does a great job over there, staying organized and having a really unique product of his own with MSWCW. So, I mean, we might as well carry on from that, as well as that Sudden Death Society. We'll talk to someone else from the Sudden Death Society who'll be defending his internet championship tonight, and he could not wait to talk about the Apocalypse, the Stable War, and defending his title against Hunter McIntyre here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the White Dragon, Dragonheart.
What's good there, Blaisey?
What's happening, man? I know you couldn't wait to get on here to say some words, so I'm going to let you have the floor. Let us know about what you thought about the Apocalypse, the Stable War, and defending your title here tonight.
Well, first off, when it comes to the Internet Championship, Hunter McIntyre, win or lose, you've earned my respect. But to Apocalypse, including one in particular by the name who got the last name Wolf, let's just say y'all just basically messed with the wrong group here. And the fact that there are some here that are willing to walk straight through the fires of hell to destroy you speaks volumes.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So defending your internet title the first time, and let's see, in the Sudden Death Society, you won the Rumble for 3 medallions, so carrying the weight right now with 4 medallions as well out of the 12 that Sudden Death. So good luck in Stable War. Good.
There's something else. My sister LD brought some weight into it too. She's not far behind from me with medallions as well. She got 3. And she's my leader.
Yeah, those Rumbles are very important with 3 medallions each. So it's making it really interesting. Plus, when you get into the next round, it's head-to-head again, not 3 teams, 2 teams again. So it'll be very interesting to see how that pans out as well.
And before I leave, I got something to say. I want to say to Toast My Goats. There will come a time where we will mix it up in the ring. So I only got to say this to you. See you in hell.
Nice. So he's ready. He wants a piece of Totes My Goats as well as the Apocalypse. He's been LTD United, Dragonheart. Always keeps you on the edge of your seat. Hunter McIntyre internet title tonight should not be any different. Tap Out Princess title. This one's going to be a little different. We have 3 of these matches tonight where there could be an automatic rematch right afterwards. So Missy Harris has earned not 1 but 2 shots at the Tap Out Princess Championship. She will get 2 tonight. 2 tonight. So if Kelly wins, she will have to fight Missy Harris again, immediately, for the title again. If Missy wins it on the first try, she'll keep the title and have a rematch in her back pocket. So the tables have turned. Kelly's coming in as a double champ tonight, but she's got her work cut out for her. Missy looks to take the title away, and she has not 1 but 2 opportunities. And Kelly only has 1. Should be very, very, very interesting. Ripper Springheel defends his lethal championship against Maniac Mike Wason. Big Mike won second place. Hunter McIntyre was third place in Territory War, earning him that shot. The tag team titles, Kelly's other match with Emily defending the Double Duchess championships against Carmen and Firestar, the Galaxy Gamers. Should be a very, very interesting matchup. Tag team G6 championships, Jester, Drum, and Turmoil. Jester has his cash in with his briefcase, plus they earned a G6 title shot opportunity when winning qualifiers. So they have not one, but two. Like Missy has 2 opportunities to win. It'll be Azrael and Andy. Will Atticus make it in time? Will they land and get to Pittsburgh in time? Where is the rocket? Did they land? Are they? We think Atticus is alive. Someone's been messaging from his account. Will it be a 2-on-3? Will it be a 3-on-3? Jester, Drum, and Turmoil. We do have one member of the M.A.D. here to discuss this match tonight. Jester, Drum, and Turmoil have 2 opportunities to take the title off of M.A.D.'s Azrael, Atticus, if he even makes it, and this man, Andy Price. Let's get his thoughts on the G6 title shot tonight. Andy, how's it going, brother?
Hey, Blaze, how's everybody? Well, you can say great odds, isn't it? Sorry for the odds pun.
Yeah.
So, opportunities at taking titles off us. 3, if you check your little map, guess who happened to be very close to where Antarctica got blown up? Me. So I've been having trouble sleeping because of the whole weather being out of whack. So apocalypse. Thanks for that. I am like, really, I can be hit with shovels, kendo sticks, barbed wire, whatever. But I draw the line at someone trying to blow me up.
Good point.
Like, really, if you want to make it personal, do any of those other first things. Do not try and blow me up. And as tonight, whether it's 3-on-2, 3-on-1, 500-on-3, we will do whatever it takes to retain our titles. Because my mindset now, Blaze, since this whole near being blown up thing, no more rules. Whatever it takes. I think I showed that in the cage in Stable Wars for the squad, which I'm hopefully a little side to that. Squad members, go back, watch that cage match. That's what we're to do. Whatever it takes. And that means if I have to lead, I will lead. So TJ and the others, step up.
There you go. You heard it from Andy Price. Great stuff, as always, from Andy. And he was right. When they blew up Antarctica as a demonstration, I mean, him down there was very, very close in the down unders, if you will. So all the weather patterns messed up, the floods, all the problems that he's had down there in his homeland. He has a vendetta, a personal vendetta against the apocalypse, as he stated. So tonight, 2 matches for Missy, 2 matches for the Den to try to take the titles off of the champions. And then we have this War Games. Talked about it earlier. Cougar, Knight, Goddess, and Kassie winning their War Games. The Apocalypse winning the best of 3 War Games, which led to them luckily blowing up the new planet instead of the our original planet, I guess. And that's the way it goes. So we have one more person we're going to bring on to talk to. This is the first time we've ever talked to her. So, you know, Cougar's been on here before. Goddess has been on here before. Cassie's been on here before. And those 3 fighting for LTD United. Across the side from Sara Richards, who we've never heard from. Witcher Toni Cox, who's brand new. We've never heard from her, but it's not them. It's the little brother, the little boy. I mean, little sister of Riley Wolf. Riley finally retired. I was so happy I didn't hear that cackle and his stupid comments and his roughshodding all over the place with his promos and walking down the street and flaunting my title belts around like it's some kind of piece of jewelry and just ragging on us and running his mouth and doing what Riley does. He was finally gone. And then Devin Wolf comes along and takes his place. No, she's a great competitor, but one of the first things she does is join this apocalypse. Well, maybe we'll get some answers because right now we are joined by the little sister of Riley Wolf, Devin Wolf, ladies and gentlemen.
I am a lady. This kind of respect I've been given since I stepped foot, even before I stepped foot in LTD, is the exact reason why I've joined the apocalypse.
Maybe the attitude you have is the reason why we're upset with you.
Attitude, I am from a dynasty, one of the richest families since this apocalyptic combat kingdom has come to be. The Wolf dynasty should be respected.
So, yeah, the daughter of a mob boss, the son of a mob boss, the bunch of a mob bosses. What are you going to do, send a hit out on me or something? I ain't scared.
No. See, I am the hit woman of the apocalypse. I am the one that snaps and breaks anything that prevents the apocalypse from happening.
Okay, well then tell me this, Miss Apocalypse. What do you have to say about the three legendary performers you have to face? You just joined, along with Witcher and Sara. You don't know them that well. Goddess, Cougar, and Kassie known each other for years. What do you have to say to legends of the industry that are on the other side of this War Games tonight? Kassie, Goddess, and Cougar.
Oh, see, with the comprehensive training I have received that has made me the $1 million prize fighter means I get extensive research on any opponent I step in the ring with. And these three legends are no different. Legends just mean you have a lot more tape out there. I can study their movement and I can capitalize on their movements that have been seen by thousands, if not millions of people around the world. So that's just more tape for me to study and capitalize on.
Okay. Fair enough. So, do you have, like, if I would ask you straight up, I know you gave me one of the possible reasons, but why would you align with the apocalypse? What's in it for you?
The Wolf family, if you remember, you're talking about legends. My older brother was a legend in the making in LTD, and whenever apocalypse-style extinction events would happen while Riley was around, you remember that Riley was always on the side of winners. He was part of the Carnival of Nightmares while they were on top, and when he didn't need them, he went aside and did his own thing. The Wolf family is always on the winning side. We are always on the right side of history, and the apocalypse is the right side of history. The apocalypse is here.
So your brother was a carny freak. He was a dark circus loser. He was a Rex sympathizer. So he joined some real winners, huh? Where's the carnival? Where's Rex? Where's all these, the great team that him and Count had? Everything that he had was a failure. Sure, he had some title reigns towards the end there, and I was glad to see him go. And then his little brother comes around, and I got to deal with you.
I am a lady! How many times do I have to say it? I am a lady! You talk about he's won some titles. He's a Grand Slam champion here in LTD. And I will do the exact same
It is a bad thing, Gav, being a part. I just know I said his name twice, so I don't know if it's per show, so I'm allowed to say his name next at all for the show or not. But speaking of that, Devin, good luck in your quest tonight in the war games, I guess. Tell your brother I said hi, and I don't want to say I miss him, but you're starting to make me miss him a little bit, believe it or not. Oh, any final words from Devin Wolf?
As my brother used to always say, luck is for losers, Blaze, and LTD is full of them.
God, she's full of it. All right. Let's get down to why we're really here. Yeah, feisty. Well, we've heard Riley, and that's her brother, so I guess the apple don't fall far from the tree. Brothers, they're not from West Virginia. That's Gav. We got to worry about his brothers and sisters trying to make sons and daughters. Oh, boy. I can hear the banjos playing. War games here in a few. We'll have that war games coming up. LaShanna Brooks winning the opportunity to fight the Battle Queen, Firestar, by winning Territory War. LaShanna Brooks. Now, here's another thing. We talked about earlier, Missy Harris has 2 title shots. The Wolf's Den has 2 title shots. Well, Firestar has 2 title shots. The one she already has, the title, and a rematch. So if LaShanna Brooks happens to beat Firestar, there will be a rematch right away with Firestar trying to get the title back. If Firestar wins, she continues as the champ with an automatic rematch because she's already earned it. Now our final main event, along with that Battle Queen Championship, the World Championship, Jay Vulture winning the Battle of Canada and then winning Territory War will take on World Champion John Breakdown in his second world title defense. This should be very interesting. John Breakdown, Jay Vulture, LTD World Championship coming up immediately following his show on Steel City Showdown right here on the Blaze Radio Network. There's your match card. We'll get back to Stable War on Tuesday. Going forward, we have the rest of round 2 and 3 before we get to stage 2, which is a Crazy 8 show. And then before you know it, we'll be in Stable War finals crowning the Knights of the Combat Kingdom will be dubbed champions and get all the title shots. 7 title shots tonight. Now we'll find out which champions will be awaiting the winners of Stable War 15. Tonight's 7 champs, plus, of course, our tag champs, JW and Austin Bagwell, as well as our Crazy 8 and Blitzkrieg champs, Christian Tracy and JW Caliber, will be awaiting winners as well. Who will it be? Awaiting Stable War champs? We're going to find out tonight with 7 title fights coming up here in a few minutes. We saw the Independence Day, and the Independence Day arena was amazing. I love it. One of my favorites from this season. The LIT6, we named them all before. Andrew Dubbs, Bellandora, Charles Roberts, Diamond Sky, Devin Wolf, Michael Hawkins, Missy Harris, Primetime Sean Sanders, Witcher Tony Cox, Totes Magoats, Vipero, Digital Dog, and Butterfly Lace. The McCoy Dirty Dozen, the Baker's Dozen, the 13 individuals fighting for permanent roster spots. They fought on that show. They'll have another show soon. We'll talk about that one here in a second, debuting that arena. Eliminator beer. Don't get eliminated. Get obliterated. Drink Eliminator beer. The Eliminator Arena is back for an episode. So Missy has a big announcement tonight, apparently. Whether Missy wins or loses, she has a big announcement to make tonight. Uh-oh. Spaghetti. So the Eliminator beer sponsored. We should have had an Eliminator beer. Breakthrough. Here it is. LIT6 Breakthrough. Coming soon. Who will break through LIT, the invitational tournament, and earn a permanent roster spot in LTD, the LTD Invitational Talent. Jamar's in the house. Gav is here. LD, get ready where it's about time. Keep an eye on your sister. She hasn't come back home since joining you. Well, that's your problem to deal with. The Breakthrough Arena coming soon as well. We will give names of some, if not all, that have qualified to get full-time roster spots that are fighting right now on the LIT6 class. So Breakthrough coming soon to announce graduates of the LIT6. Caged Fury. The Caged Fury show may be a semifinal. We're in talks right now of making this one of the 3 semifinals of the head-to-heads of Stable War. They're all cage matches. They will either be steel cage, Hell in a Cell, chamber matches, war games. Caged Fury coming soon here in LTD, all cage match show. The Gladiator Gauntlet. We've waited for a reason to do a gauntlet. We're going to have, unless it takes too long to do a 30-man gauntlet, I'm trying to do 30-man gauntlet with 30-second. Wait, intervals don't matter if it's a eliminator gauntlet, right? Why did it let me change intervals? Intervals don't matter. Well, we're trying to figure out how to do a 30-man gauntlet, and I don't want to use, unless I have to, the Rumble that's basically a Falls Count Anywhere Crazy 8 Rumble. So Rumble with pinfalls and submissions and Falls Count Anywhere. We're tweaking out which gauntlet we're going to use. I thought about doing the one where as soon as you lose, someone else comes out, and when the 2 hours is up, we start the next show at that and keep going. The winners of the gauntlets will get into the finals. There will be a 6-man finals gauntlet, obviously for the next world title shot. So the Gladiator Gauntlet is coming soon too. The Gladiator Gauntlet will be a women's gauntlet and a men's gauntlet with everybody on the roster in one big gauntlet that'll take a few shows probably. Well, there you have it. Combat Kingdom Stable War continues. Get Blaised talk show for today is done. Tried to make it an hour, made it 2, as always. Breakthrough for the LIT people coming soon. Cage Fury and Gladiator Gauntlet coming soon. The Stable War will continue on Tuesday, but tonight it's Steel City Showdown time. And that means it's time to fight. It's time to get down to business, ladies and gentlemen. We got all these great fights right here tonight. Steel City Showdown here in Pittsburgh, PNC Park behind me. It's going to be great. There he is. There it is. Listen back to I agree with everything you said on different levels of importance than you. That is what makes each company special and different. Be well. Yeah, I really wanted you, if you could, to check that out and be a part of it, because the conversations I've had with Sean about, e-fetting and how far we've come and how unique the shows are and how shows are run. We just want to help other people. And I'm pretty sure I'm okay speaking for Sean on that too, that we love the majority. I've had conversations with Sean now for 6 years on this e-fetting stuff and where it came from, where it's going. And we share different opinions on some things, but similar opinions on a lot of things when it comes to this stuff. So different levels of importance, different levels of engagement, going back to our conversation earlier tonight. So yes, LD, please, before we go, I saw earlier, I meant to say, yes, you may promote, but you may promote again here before we're done. Yeah. And Sean and I are both very same about, with our companies or e-fetting in general. You can always hit us up in DMs if you got comp questions. We're pretty humble dudes. We're not here to brag or tell you how to do things, but if we can help people, we definitely want to. So if anybody out there running a show or just starting running a show or whatever, just let me know. All right, this Thursday, MLW Mythic Legends Wrestling coming back. run off of Greek mythology. LD show is very cool. So many great ideas, so many great shows. That's why we do the gathering and celebrate over 30 different active E-Feds here, right here. Yeah. Well, Blaised, yes. Greg, that's another story. So just being real with you. Yeah, his ranking system's great. Kelly has her own too. So many great. Kelly and him have shared best practices. That's how we get better. It's talking about how we do things, what's worked, what hasn't worked, and hopefully we can all get better. Kelly's show can get better. Sean's show can get better. My show can get better. LD show comes back better than ever. Mama's show, Hugo's show, Gav's show over on Twitch. Riley's show is very unique, tying it into the casino games. I love that. He kept his along. Miles Stanley Ward and everything he got going over there. His draft was great. His ideas, his concepts are solid, amazing stuff. So many great people, so many great places. If you see something that I do that you like, the roulette, the stable war, I mean, no one's stealing any ideas. We're all here to do the same thing, which is entertain as many people as we can, have fun with it. Love you all to death. You guys are great. We'll be starting the show here in a few. I have the match card up. Just have to get ready with the share and get ready with that. So within a couple minutes, we will be live with more leaning towards death wrestling. Steel City Showdown. This is a good homecoming one because we didn't know if we were ever coming back to this planet when we left. We only took away certain things. A lot of us had to leave our pets, our friends, our belongings, our valuables behind. So we're returning home here to Pittsburgh. And I want to thank you all. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys and gals. We're back here in the Steel City. And Steel City Showdown is coming back here tonight. Stay tuned and get ready, baby. We showed all the commercials. We showed all the music videos. We talked about everything leading up to today's show and the match card for today. And I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined. So y'all can sit here and ask me all the questions y'all want to. I'm going to answer with the same answer, so y'all can shoot if y'all please. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined.
And you got to practice to get better.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice.
And when you get good at practice, practice makes you good. You want to make the playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
And you want to get heating up when you're in a big game.
He's heating up. He's on fire.
Big shout out to Monstar, my brother from another mother, Sean, because you know what that leads to. Woo, shakalaka! All right, everybody, peace and positive vibes. I will be live here in a few minutes. Stay tuned. Yes.
The Blaised Radio Network and Hardcore Sports Network here on YouTube. Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's the NFL Red Zone Show.
Red Zone Show will be returning soon as well. Summer is already halfway over. Summer's over. Red October. Oh, boy, I forgot about Red October, too. Hey, don't forget, YouTube can become a member for as low as $1. Appreciate all the members supporting the channel. Great to be back in a Steel City after a trip to space. And guess what? I went over the 2-hour mark. Y'all just got Blaised. I'll see you in a live stream in a few minutes. I'm out of here.
Get Blaised. Get Blaised. Blaised.
Blaised.